and that's going to be a very important statistic at the end of the day. We'll try and give you those statistics as we go on. As referee Nizam Jamaldeen gets the game underway. Ball taken straight away by strong St. Peter's pack. Direx puts that one back straight into the hands of Naresh Pereira, who puts his left boot to it. An up and under is effective, but not great. St. Peter's have the ball once again. They've got it to De Silva. De Silva playing at first receiver. Anuradha playing off him, but tackled below the gain line. Ball put up nicely, but well outside the 22. So assistant referee Aruna Jayasekara waves all the way back. And that was a bit of a telling mistake by Virat Kohli at fly half for St. Peter's. So the first mistake, pressure telling, as we saw a big tackle on Anuradha Herath, who was looking to run off De Silva. And that was really where that move broke down for St. Peter's. Anuradha Herath, the key man today. St. Peter's will be looking to attack this Trinity College lineout, which has been pretty shoddy all week, last week, but that was a better one from them. This is Sakala Surya. Sakala Surya takes it up and hands it off to his outsides, but they've stolen it. Have St. Peter's. This is quick ball for the first receiver, but he shouldn't have been there. As a forward standing at first receiver, probably not the ideal thing this early in the game. Trinity have turned it over. Naresh Pereira darts and he's through. This is Naresh Pereira. He's got supporters all the way. No, and he's going all on his own and he's in for the corner. Naresh Pereira with a wonderful little dummy straight off the back of the ruck. Sends all the defenders the wrong way. Steps his way through the line and has only the fullback to beat. Beats him for pace and smashes his way over on the right corner. As we see that replay on TheScore.lk, it's a lovely run by Naresh Pereira. Beautiful little individualistic try. Very badly organized defense by St. Peter's. So this is what they were missing last week, I think. They made a couple of changes. Riddhi Mahalia was the one who took the number 9 jersey in against St. Thomas's, but they've reverted to Naresh Pereira this time, and you can see that he is making his presence felt in the first few minutes of this game, showing the coach why he should not have been dropped, and that's a great way to come back for any player indeed. So that's early points on the board for Trinity College. This will upset the confidence of the St. Peter's College team, who had started brightly, but there's a lot more time left in this game. We're only in the 3rd minute of this game, so 77 minutes to go of rugby, and I'm sure St. Peter's going to come storming back after this play. Let's see whether Thaindra Ratpatha, who has retaken the kicking boots of Sanchana Sheikh, can do justice to this one. And it's close, but no cigar. And referee Jamaldeen trots back to the mark. He's going to have a lot to do with how this game goes, because both teams will want to play fast, open rugby. They are not teams that are known for kicking, not teams that are known for slowing it down. So how they respond to this restart from Jerome will be a tale of how Trinity College will respond. Kickoff is not great, but a man taken out in the air, but the referee says play on. That looked a little dangerous. It has gone the requisite 10 meters though, and that's a good restart by Jerome. Obviously a ploy that they have thought of. Jerome Canute, brother of Gerald Canute, who used to play for St. Peter's a few years ago. Nickname Fiji. This is probably Little Fiji. That's better in the line out from Trinity, but crooked throw, says the referee, and that was very easy to spot for Nizam Jamaldeen. Taken well outside the shoulder of the jumper, or well outside the outside shoulder of the jumper, I should say. And this is really where Trinity have struggled. Sakala Surya has been very sporadic with his line out throwing, and that's something that will come back to haunt Trinity if they keep giving away a good ball. Anuradha Herath will probably have the first chance this match to break off the back of the scrum. Watch for him to do that all day today, attacking the 10-12 channel if he is smart about it. Will want to bring Thaindra Ratpatha outside and drag Girahagama also into the tackle. So early engagement, and it's a short tap for St. Peter's, not 10 meters. So the referee takes it back. Jamaldeen will want to lay down the law early, as police officers are wont to do. It's a short tap, and let's see what St. Peter's have opted for the scrum, and that's a good call once again from the captain. Virat Kohli wanting to make sure that Anuradha Herath gets the chance that he missed just a few seconds ago in fact. He'll want to run at this Trinity fly half. He'll want to run in that 10-12 channel and try and create havoc and disorganize the defense so that his runners can run speedily onto the ball. But Herath picks it up. But well tackled there by Naresh Pereira. That'll be where this battle is won or lost, whether they can stop Herath today. Virat Kohli to De Silva. The winger coming in off the blind side. That was Ranchigada off the left wing, coming in to try and take that ball. But good defense once again from Trinity. He stopped it in its tracks, did Naresh Pereira with that move. Was really hassling his opposite number. That's HMLS De Silva, who's at number 9 for St. Peter's. Trinity College ball. Pereira out to Ratwatta, who puts his boot to it. Kevin Dixon is well positioned. He'll look to run it back. Halik Wadud, the captain, takes it well. Gives it to Singalaksana. And that's another kick by Lochana Giragama that time. They're chasing well. It's a good kick chase by Trinity College. Well snaffled there. They've got numbers. But again, brilliantly done by Ranchigada, who got back onto his feet really quickly and has won a penalty for his team. Fantastic defense there by Ranchigada. He didn't collect the ball cleanly the first time, but managed to get on his feet as soon as he was tackled. You watch it here. Big tackle there and back on his feet. And that's exactly the way you play defense. Well done. So he's won his team a penalty and relieved pressure. So Virat Kohli puts it to touch. And doesn't put it to touch actually. So Tarindra Ratwata will have a chance to run this one back at Peters. Naresh Pereira with the long ball out looking for his captain. Directs drops it backwards for Anuradha. Anuradha Herath spinning out of the first tackle. Virat Kohli the captain. And he's bundled into touch by Naresh Pereira and Sanchana Sheikh there. In fact, it's Rukshan Sasmin in the number 11 jersey. Sakala Surya once again will have to make sure of this line out ball. It's been a real problem for them. So the Pereira brothers back at number 8 and 9. This is a wonderful little rolling maul from St. Peter's as Pereira goes down with the ball in hand. Naresh waits for it. Ratwatta with the switch to Giragama. Ratwatta to Halik Wadud, who's joined the line. This is Sasmin. Mohammad Sasmin going towards the touchline. But a good tackle there. And referee comes back for the advantage. Offside at the ruck, says the ref. And this is within kicking range for Ratwatta, so he might actually think about it. There's little or no breeze here at the St. Peter's College ground. If at all, there is a little bit of a tailwind for the Trinitians at this point. But it's blowing more across the ground rather than right at their backs. So Singalaksana with the ball in hand, trying to slow the game down a little bit and gather his troops. It's important that Singalaksana plays a big part in this Trinity College team because Halik Wadud at fullback can't really lead the pack, so to speak. So it's important that there's a leader up front as well, and Singalaksana seems to have performed that task quite adequately so far. Wadud is a live wire when he's got the ball in hand, but from so far back at fullback, it's difficult to captain the team sometimes when you're on the field. Ratwatta with a kick directly in front. For a right-footed kicker, this shouldn't be a problem with the angle. It's just the wind that is coming across the ground that he'll have to deal with. The Papare band rudely continues playing as Ratwatta strikes it well. And it's a good kick from Tarindra Ratwatta, who's taken over the kicking duties from Sanchana Sheikh, who finds his way onto the bench today. Actually, no, he's playing at number 13. So a bit of a switch for Trinity College in the centres. We've got Pereira in at number 12. Sheikh moves in from 14 to 13. And we've got Giragama on the wing. So once again, the pressure telling on St. Peter's, not responding to that restart well, and this is exactly where teams are vulnerable, especially after they've scored. They look like they don't want to have the ball back in their hands again. So Trinity College in an 8-0 lead early on in this first half. We're in the 11th minute of the first half here at the St. Peter's College grounds. You're live with us on TheScore.lk as the scrum is reset. So an 8-0 lead is something that Trinity College will be quite happy about. They were very nervous coming into this game, and having the commentary box with me, Trinity's captain from 2008, Milinda Gunathilaka, to ask him just about what's happening with this lead. Do you think it's enough, or do you think it's settled the nerves, Millie, or do you think that there's a long way to go?
Yes, Shanaka, I think it's way too early to comment on the lead that Trinity has got, but it's definitely a good start for Trinity. Trinity has definitely started off with a bang. Now you see Tarindra Ratwata with the ball again, kicks into space. Number 15 for St. Peter's collects. Gets to the first tackle and passes to the win. St. Peter's with a good opportunity to attack. Referee playing advantage for St. Peter's. The big St. Peter's goes.
St. Peter's hitting back immediately, and as I mentioned earlier, that restart proving the difference. They conceded a scrum off the restart, and good ball from Trinity, who won the scrum back again, and Kevin Dixon running that ball back, making all the line breaks. Kutti, as he is known to his mates here at St. Peter's, a brilliant run from him, and then he set his three-quarters free once again, and we had De Silva coming through with a loping run, very strong with the ball in his hand, and falling over mid-left for a try. So it looks very much as Millie was very right to say it's too early to concentrate on the lead or to talk about a lead. So it's 8 points to 5 with the conversion to come. It could be a 1-point ball game. The kick is good by Jerome, so it's 7 plays 8 here at St. Peter's College.
Trinity leading 8 points to 5.
Keep the fire, guys! Get a hit! One more! From the kick, boys, from the kick!
It's a good run there by De Silva. He's been one of their Pereira, actually, BMD Pereira, who has been one of the key players for them this season, alongside Anuradha Herath. He is really a tower of strength in that back line outside Harsha Virakodi. Ratpatra to get the match underway again. Taken nicely by Gunasinghe. Good tackle once again on Anjana there by Trinity. Harsha Virakodi. It's taken back, so he can't put it out. Halik Wadud waits for it. He's got support. Wadud with Pereira next to him. Chooses to run it wide. This is Giragama. Giragama looking for Sheikh. Sheikh drops it, and the referee is playing advantage. There's no advantage. The referee will bring it back for that knock on. A bit of a mix-up between Sheikh and Giragama there. They've switched positions, the two of them. And sometimes that's not as easy as it sounds. Much easier to switch positions in most other things than it is when you're playing in the back line. This is good attacking ball for St. Peter's. Got Anuradha Herath has the entire open side to work with here. Channel 1 ball, he flicks it back to De Silva. Virakodi looking for Pereira, the try scorer. Pereira puts it up for Direx to chase. Sazmin takes it nicely. Stands up well in the tackle and finds Halik Wadud, who was supporting well. This is good protection of the ball from the Trinity College three quarters. And Ratwat manages to find touch, but the referee has spotted that the three-quarter line has been offside in defense for St. Peter's, so there will be a penalty, and Ratwat will get a chance to not only put it further back, but also to win his team the ball. So obviously a set move there. Pereira looking for the chip kick for Direx to chase. Direx is very quick, and if the ball sticks in his hand, then he can go all the way, as he did against Royal College at the same ground. Ratwat slowing it down a little, concentrating, but hooking it a little bit to his left, not striking it as cleanly as he would have liked, but touch is touch, and they will have the ball. Sakala Surya will want good clean line out ball from his forwards this time around as well. So it's been very much the philosophy of both teams to run this ball wide. Neither of them have been looking to play it close. Both are looking to get their wingers free, and that's an important aspect of playing positive rugby. Looks like the Peterites have lost the ball that Ratwat kicked out. It's probably ended up in somebody's garden, but they've got a new ball, and Sakala Surya is ready. Single Aksana calls a line out, but again it's terrible. It's a basic number 2 ball that goes straight through the fingers. Veerakodi spins it wide, looking for Cameron, for Jerome. This is Ranchagoda. Ranchagoda with pace on the outside. He's still going. Steps back inside. Good cover from Single Aksana. Pereira flings it back. This is Anjuna in the center of midfield. Nice offload to his fellow prop forward Rodrigo. De Silva looking for Margage here. This is Herath. He's going to go all the way. Anuradha Herath. He's unstoppable from that distance. Almost at the line. St. Peter's still have it. It's quick ball from them. We apologize for the amount of heads you can see here, but that's a little bit of a problem at this ground because everybody keeps getting up. Sometimes something exciting happens and the camera gets blocked, so apologies for that. There's really nothing we can do. Standing up is a sign of excitement for most rugby spectators in this country, and that's not going to stop today. So important scrum for Anuradha Herath here. He's got enough room on the blind side. Let's look where he's looking to go. He goes open though. Nicely tackled once again by Naresh Pereira. Palgagoda just overrunning his tackler there, which was a shame because Trinity could have had a turnover ball, which they do now. Ratwat still under a little bit of pressure. Naresh Pereira is great in the loose, but his core skill of passing the ball to his fly half is something that needs a little bit of improvement. The ball spends a lot of time in the air, which is something that is very worrying for a fly half. But it would be good if Trinity have two options at the back of the scrum to clear the ball, one for Ratwat and one for Wadud, who lines up on the left side of the scrum. Pereira waits. Off the back goes Pereira. This is Naresh Pereira, puts it in for Kevin Dixon. It's a good chase by Trinity. That's great pressure. That's great pressure by Trinity on the chase. This is where games are won and lost, on the quick chase. Halik Wadud wants to take it quickly, but referee Jamaldeen says, hang on. So that was a good bit of work in defense by Trinity, who tracked back. Nicely made the tackles. Anuradha Herath, I thought for all money was over the line, but he managed to be held up just short, and Sakala Surya will have to not botch this one up again. And that's a great win for St. Peter's. Pereira jumping at number 2, winning it nicely. real problems in the line out for Trinity, and it has been a season-long issue. Bit of ping pong played by Halik Wadud and his opposite number, Kevin Dixon. The ball is loose and Trinity hound it. Pereira waits. Ratpat wait. Not too many people outside him, so he'll want his forwards to take this one on once again. And that's exactly what they do. The communication is good. Now he has a bit of a three-quarter line outside him, and Jerome needs to make sure he's behind the last foot of that scrum, of that rock rather. Once again, Anuradha Herath miles offside in the defensive line. This is something that the referee is going to be watching all game. And Trinity are responding well with the picks and go. This is Basu Tilakaratne. Picks it up, he's on his feet. Goes down nicely. Naresh Pereira gets muscled off the ball. But somehow Trinity still regain it. This is Singalaksana. A good strong run from him. Trinity are slowing it down nicely. Anuradha Herath almost sticks in his hands, going for the intercept there. Bit dangerous, but it almost came off. Naresh Pereira. And as I was saying a little while earlier, Anuradha Herath miles offside in the defensive line. He went for the intercept. He was lucky not to get caught that time. But the second time he did get caught, and he will have to make sure he stays on the field. He doesn't want to give referee Jamaldeen any more lip, because if St. Peter's lose this man, then that is about a 3% loss for this St. Peter's College team, especially in attack. So that was a silly bit of work from Anuradha Herath, trying to do a little bit too much, not trusting his defensive organization, and that's something he's got to do. It's not very often that you intercept the first pass. Tarinder Ratwat will look to control this one. There has been a period of pressure on Trinity, and they will want to have points on the board. Give themselves a little bit of a cushion. Just off your screen, we see Rehan Veerakun, Sri Lanka poolist, reserve fly half, reserve scrum half for Sri Lanka, running onto the field and giving much needed advice to his players. Papre band politely calms down this time. Ratwata strikes it well, and it's good. So it's double figures for Trinity College, 11 points to 7.
College lead, 11 points to 7.
So good bit of basic rugby from Trinity, some good kick chasing and good picks and go has won them some points. Jerome is ready for the kickoff once again, and he goes left like he did the previous time. Pereira takes it beautifully. He has been the outstanding player for St. Peter's in this half so far. Abhesekara, Anuradha, Anjana. This is Magage cleaning up the loose ball. He's been turned over nicely, but somehow manages to get the ball back on his side. This is Jerome. Swings it back for Anjana. Anjana goes to the deck. This is Herath. Herath puts his head down, but good tackle on him. Singalaksana has been making some good hits defensively. This is Anjana. The ball is there for De Silva. He looks again for Magage. Magage switches. This is his opposite flanker, De Silva. This is Pereira, the big man in the three quarters. It's available once again. Good continuity from St. Peter's. Oh, and that's a bit of a shocker. Gunasinghe in the line drops it cold, and referee Nizam Jamaldeen signals for the line offside. So Trinity College guilty of the same offence that they profited from on the other end of the field. And as I said before the start of this game, a lot is going to depend on which team is going to concede less penalties in this match. And that is going to be the key to winning this game. So we've got Jerome, who has a chance to whack this one over and bring St. Peter's to within a point once again. It's 11 plays 7 here at St. Peter's College grounds at Bambalapitiya in an all-important match between two unbeaten teams, Trinity College and St. Peter's College. Assistant referees Shahid Kodagada and Aruna Jayasekara put their flags up and signal an expected kick over from Jerome. Gunasinghe will be very happy that that knock-on didn't result in a try at the other end and resulted in 3 points for his team. But he probably shouldn't be anywhere in the first receiver position. It's been a pretty even game so far. Nothing spectacular, but just some good basic rugby from both teams. Clearly the St. Peter's College 3 quarters, a superior set of 3 quarters at the moment with ball in hand. Anuradha Herat gets out of one tackle. Single Laksana brings him down again. He drops the ball forward. Tarinda Ratwata takes it forward. Jinxes. He's broken through. Stepping once again. Oh, that's a great step by Tarinda Ratwata. He's got man outside him. This is Sasmin. Sasmin's got no one with him. Ball is available though. That's great work by Sasmin. This is the lock forward. Taking it on for Trinity. That was Samarasekara. They've still got the ball in hand. Screaming for it on the other side is Giragama. Try, says the referee. Yes, there is a try. It's a try well scored by Atul Gama. I think Atul Gama couldn't believe his luck when he just saw the ball in his hands and nobody in front of him. So he did what props do best, put his head down and bundle forward and managed to get the ball down. So referee Nizam Jamaldin, a little bit unsighted for about a few seconds, came back and saw the try, and the referee Aruna Jayasekara, assistant referee Aruna Jayasekara, was right on hand to see that as well. Referee is walking up to the St. Peter's College huddle and tells them a few things. I don't think he's too happy with the discipline shown by the home team at the moment. Naresh Pereira is going to be taking over the kicking duties from Tarinda Ratwata. Let's see whether it's just for this kick. But that was a great break by Ratwata. He was the one that did everything to create that try. Sasmin took it on from him after he jinxed. It was a very slow run from Ratwata, but he was managing to beat tackles as if they weren't there. It really was a wonderful little run by him. He found Sasmin. Sasmin made the ball available nicely, and 2 phases later, Atul Gama finds himself over the line. So 2 tries conceded already by St. Peter's as Naresh snatches at that one a little, and I wonder why the left-footed kicker took that kick. Doesn't seem like it was the smartest thing to do, especially when Tarinda Ratwata had been kicking well and had got 2 of the kicks over from similar positions. This was a much easier kick than the 2 penalties that he put over a little while earlier. So why the left footer takes it from the left side of the field, I have no idea. So it's 16 playing 10 at the moment. Anuradha Herat has tried to do a little bit too much in this half so far, trying to carry the ball, knocking it forward a few times. And that's the problem when there's a little bit too much pressure on one guy. Knocked forward by the Trinitians on the restart once again. So this is the second restart that they have mucked up, the Trinitians. This is an area where they will really have to improve. And if you remember, after the last penalty that they scored, Trinity stormed back and scored their try after a restart. So that's something, a botched restart rather, and that's something that has repeated itself. Let's see whether St. Peter's can manage to repeat their performance and score off this bad restart and vulnerability shown by Trinity. Another little bit of a blind side open for Anuradha Herat if he wants to use it. Indeed he does. But great work by Naresh Pereira to snuffle him once again. This is well collected by Talgahagoda, and he was taken out in the air. But you can see exactly what is happening. St. Peter's College main attacking threat, which is Anuradha Herat, off the back of the scrum, is being completely nullified by Naresh Pereira. So great work by the Trinity College number 9, and also good work by the coaching staff to realize that that's going to be a very important aspect of this game, and to bring Naresh back into the starting lineup for this game. He's a Mike Phillips sort of player. He's very big, he's very strong, and likes to run with the ball in hand. and he adds a little bit of an element to this Trinity College forward pack that somehow Riddhi Mahaliadda doesn't bring. It'd be nice to see Riddhi Mahaliadda coming in maybe in about the last 15 minutes of this game and injecting some zip. But at the moment, I think Naresh Pereira is really the one that is making the difference at the back of the scrum in defense. Sakala Surya. Let's see whether they can not mess this one up. And indeed they have. I don't think Trinity have won a line out of their own this game. Anuradha Herat pickpocketing that one nicely. This is Ranchagoda dancing down the touchline on the far side. Ball pops up. Ratpata once again. He realizes there's nobody behind, so he puts it back. That's good thinking from him. This is a good chase coming in by Trinity College. But Kevin Dixon does well. And Trinity College score. Naresh Pereira once again. He is having an absolute stormer. So you watch the replay here. Kevin Dixon tries to secure the ball, but somehow it oozes out from just under him. And the onrushing Trinity College chase. This is where they've been so good. Their kick chase has been absolutely outstanding today. Good vision from Ratwat to realize that Ranchagoda and Dixon had come up in attack. He knew there was nobody there and he put the left foot kick in. So it was clearly a very deliberate thing. He put the left foot kick in behind the left winger's position. Kevin Dixon had to scuttle across. He was all on his own in the face of some good attacking chasing by, I think it was Girahagama and the number 25 who's on the field. That's... see if that's Handunge probably who's on the field this time. And it really was a well-worked try by Trinity College. An opportunistic try, but an opportunity well taken. Ratwatte has abdicated his kicking duties just for the one kick. And this one is no good.
Trinity College lead 21 points to 10.
College, break up, man! Break up, leaders!
So 21 points to 10, and it's a pretty convincing lead at this 32nd minute, or the 33rd minute. 7 minutes more to play in this half, and all the rugby has been played by Trinity. They haven't done much with the ball in hand, but they have really made Trinity pay for their mistakes. Singalaksana takes it on nicely, stays on his feet. Good work by the forwards. Naresh Pereira with the left foot box kick. Kevin Dixon will run this one across. Dixon is dangerous in this position. Beats one, he'll beat another. That's a great run by Kevin Dixon. Drops it forward though. He makes 40 meters and drops it forward, which is a real shame. That's really unfortunate. Trying to go that one tackle too many. Looking for the fend but not finding it. Kevin Dixon is such a dangerous customer when he has space to run into. Once he beats the first line of defense, he's almost unstoppable. He was instrumental in the first try, or the only try that Pereira has scored for St. Peter's so far. And Trinity will do well not to kick it into his hand. Pereira had the right idea but not great execution of that left-footed box kick. And Dixon almost made them play. Ratwatte bangs it into touch, but it's out in the full. It's actually Durek Aluyaru has made his way onto the field in the number 25 jersey. He has replaced Pereira. Peters attacking desperately. They will want to finish his half strong. Jerome goes for the drop goal. Not sure whether that was really the right option. You can see how desperate St. Peter's are for points. They realize that an 11-point gap is a pretty big one. And they're trying to claw their way back. Not the greatest option there from Jerome. Didn't strike it well either. Ratauta will put this one long. This is for Jerome. Gives it to his captain Virakodi. Virakodi out to Anuradha Pereira. Anuradha Herath rather, the danger man. He's well marked. De Silva gives it to Pereira. Pereira to his forward pod. Jerome looking for Dixon. Dixon takes him, draws nicely before finding Direx. And Direx is hauled into touch by his opposite number, Giragama. Lochana Giragama has been pretty good in defense. Sakala Surya once again. Is this line out there for the taking for St. Peter's? No, it isn't this time. It's good almost. Sakala Surya does his bit and the jumper drops it this time. Herath with the loose ball. So difficult to bring down this man. De Silva looks for Pereira. Pereira with the long pass out to Dixon. Ranchikada goes in to help there. Pereira also. But the line is offside, says referee Jamaldeen. And there's a penalty. It's very important to see what Harsha Virakuri decides to do here. If I were him, I'd definitely take the penalty. 3 points is important. It's only 21-10 so far. 21-13 is much better. You get 2 more penalties and you're back within striking distance. But it's towards the end of the first half. It's the 37th minute now and St. Peter's have chosen to run it. And yes, they're over. That's good work from St. Peter's. So you watch the replay here on live on the score. You see the man at the back of the ruck there just powering over. Really terrible defense. That was Rodrigo, I believe, who scored that try, the prop. But really bad defense from Trinity College and well exploited by St. Peter's. So it looks like Harsha Virakuri's decision not to go for the posts has turned out well. They've got 5 points and hit back just before halftime, which is a very important period of the game. Pereira is down for St. Peter's. That's not good news for them, as we see Jerome lining up this kick close to the left-hand touchline for St. Peter's. Strikes it well. And it's a very, very good kick by Jerome. That's a wonderful kick. So now Peters are back in it, 21 points to 17. It's easy to let your heads drop, but just one score can make such a difference to the confidence levels. As we see Trinity walking their way slowly back to the half, because they know the halftime whistle is imminent. They'll want not to concede any more points before this halftime whistle, and going into the half at 21-17 is something Trinity will take nicely, but it will look like St. Peter's will desperately want to get points on the board again. This is Gunasinghe. To Kevin Dixon. Dixon steps inside Karunatilaka as if he was a blank wall. Anuradha Herath is well covered. Nicely brought to ground by Shanchana Sheikh. Plenty of advice for the officials from section of the Peterite crowd. It's always good to be a neutral at these games. Anuradha Herath leaves it to his line this time. Pereira forming the overlap, but it's a bad pass for Direx. Giragama misses Direx. That could have been a costly miss. That's a great play by Naresh Pereira, snuffling that loose ball. And Atulgama. Oh, that's beautifully done by Atulgama. Tarindaratwa, they're looking for some support. Giragama was nowhere to be seen. Trinity on the line, and they're held up. Outstanding work by Tarendra Ratpatha and Atul Gama, the try scorer. You don't see a prop generally able to work in such small acres of space. So it was held up, and the ball is with Trinity. Probably see Pereira breaking off the back. Tarendra Ratpatha. Atul Gama once again finds his fellow prop Basu Tilakaratne, and he's over. Karna Tilakaratne. An outstanding bit of play by Atul Gama once again. He was instrumental in the blindside moves on both occasions. And he looks like he's a cute little player in that front row with a ball carry. It's not often you get props with that much skill. And he really looks like he's one of those players who understands how to use space. So good work from him in the lead up to the try and in the pass out to the try as well. Good work from Karuna Tilaka, is having several of the props already scoring in this game, so that's good to see. And once again, the left-footed kicker going to attempt what is probably the most difficult kick for a left-footed kicker on this ground or any ground. But whatever their reasons are, I'm sure they've got them. And that was the reason. Naresh Pereira is very, very good with the ball at his boot, at his left foot, and he's obviously been practicing it from there. He's very happy that he takes his team into the lead there, 28 points to 17 just before halftime. A real blow for the St. Peter's College team. The home team unbeaten so far. That record looks like it's under threat today from the visiting Trinity College team, who are galvanized by their loss against St. Thomas's last week. They're coming back, and they will want to take this league championship, which was so cruelly snatched away from them last year. So Trinity College once again looking like they deserve to be a champion side, and St. Peter's College looking like they have to rely on something other than Anuradha Herath only in their lead up to try and score points against a very good organized defense by St. Peter's, by Trinity rather. We'll be back with this Singer A Division League game live on TheScore.lk just after halftime. Don't go anywhere.